Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's time for a bit more Victoria 2. I'm your lovely host, Galvin. So, where we last left off, political lobbying. What a great invention. Isn't it, guys? The best. We last left off, we had just shredded the Ottoman Empire, who has a military score of 34 currently. Oh, Lord. They're allied with France, they're allied with Germany, Austria. Really? No. Both France and Germany. You fucking kidding me, mate? 16, well, we can totally get an alliance with Germany, too. That'll help. I think we're not... going through another war for that is too much. I'm going to have to try and tension it up a bit if I can. There is a Greek liberation movement. It's not a great power, which means I maybe have a chance. But the problem is I have to contend with a lot of other flashpoints, including multiple in my own country. Not just ones, you know, like Albania and the Ottoman Empire. And stuff like that. I really feel like that if there's, like, say, a crisis for the liberation of Poland, there needs to be an extended cooldown on crises for the liberation of Poland. And good. That technically counts as an island, so it, when I took out the mainland forces, they all went away. Mongolia goes back. Was it Mongolia? Apparently, there's a Mongolia that isn't part of the Chinese Empire. Russian communists. They still haven't been fully defeated. Not that I can really blame Russia. Oh, getting troops across Siberia. Not exactly my favorite pastime. Alright, let's chop up the army down here. Alright, we're down to that for an army. Great. Not particularly pleased. Okay, what do we actually have then? You. Generally, I just split it Europe, Asia. Asia provides, you know, the artillery, because there's a lot less Greeks over there, so it's at least very close to what I want. Insist West Macedonia is ours. The next crisis is on us. Like, I guarantee it. And here's the thing. It's either going to be Germany or the UK who backs us. If Germany backs us... Oh, yeah! Okay, now I'm not so afraid of the great powers anymore. Okay. That I can work with. Alright. Bursa infantry, Turkish, good. Well, you know what? I'm gonna be merciful to the Turkish. It's better them than, you know, these guys. So, let's see, we need another 7 of various African infantry, yeah, alright, cool. Alright. Let's get them there, so that way they'll actually be able to link up with the, whatchamahoots. He says, which I think is strange, because you get a lot of civil violence events. Really? Why would you go there? Like someone who isn't completely idiotic. Uh-oh. Against Portugal? Yeah, sure, why not? Alright. Proceed. Well, that's not surprising, nor does that really matter to me. Yeah, I think my transport should be okay. I'm not too worried. It's in the end a pretty minor issue. The only thing I've got to watch out for is how much the armies are going to start costing me again. You gotta be cautious of that. Very cautious. Alright. In the meantime, when's our truce with the Ottoman Empire done? I mean, I'm not going to war until the truce is over. 1905, April. Okay. Oh, hey, we have a third national focus. I wasn't even paying attention with that. We only just got it because, I mean, I had to switch that, right? Cool. Alright, that's fine by me. In the meantime, how goes the building of the electric gear factories? I'm not too certain I'm convinced. Okay, good. Yeah, electric gear is doing great for us. Alright, again, let's have a look at rubber. Scandinavia still produces more rubber than us, which is somewhat disappointing, actually. Because that's really all Scandinavia. I guess Scandinavia has down here. Is there anything that actually produces rubber below where I was? I don't think there is there? I guess there is bits and... yeah, there's a good amount in the... there's some in the Basque Congo. But if I'm not mistaken, there's a lot here. Yeah, Yoruba states. Which is one of the areas that I was after. There's also some here, I believe. There should be, right? Huh, no. Either way, that's why I want, you know, some of the... that's why I was after the Yoruba states. It's got 2 rubber-producing provinces. Very good place. Sadly, Scandinavia did beat me to it. I tried. Cool. Yeah, getting bolt-action rifles is huge. That gives infantry +4 attack. Tutankhamun's tomb. Aha. I'm actually impressed. I mean, I guess with the Ottoman Empire unsphered, and nobody can build the thingy, the canal. Interesting. Interesting. I never thought about that. But I guess that makes sense. The war is not going well enough. I don't know. How many more? Okay, we just need 1 more infantry and then we're done. Oh, hey, Britain. Yeah, I guess you gotta go down through there to get to Portugal or something. I don't know. Alright, yeah, that's all of them here. Let's get them on board. Alright. Let's get him to Athens, come on. Venomite goes bankrupt. You know, I'm actually tempted to go after that. I'm saying, well, what? Colombia is restoring order to it. At least I take it that's what Colombia is doing. That is probably a restore order, possibly. Yeah. Darn. Because, you know, gaining control of Balboa wouldn't be the worst thing, right? Oh, well. Probably would just manufacture a acquire state or whatever. It'd be easier. Italy is backing the Ottoman Empire. Who's backing us? Oh, I thought it said Germany declined. Well, they're going to join us pretty much no matter what. And they're on the fence. Because alliance with Germany and all that. And there, we sign our German alliance. So, that puts Germany on versus Italy. I'm sure... What they... Yeah, they're allies. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, like I said, this is pretty much guaranteed just going to resolve in our favor here. Like, there's no way it can't. We have... yeah. If Italy really lets us go to war, I will be surprised. I'll actually be happy, come to think of it. Yeah, I will be. Think about it. That means the truce with the Ottoman Empire is irrelevant because we're going to war. That will be so helpful. What the fuck's our boats, anyway? Oh. Oh, our boats are still in port down here. Whoops. My bad. Yeah. Alright, we go to war with them. We, of course, you know, fight, take over a bunch of area. Shut it down. Yeah, shut it down. I'm running quite an effective dictatorship here, keeping consciousness really low. Like, wow. Better than usual. Good. Low echelon fire support is just a generally good one to get. I really wish I could make for better tanks. But I probably should consider that as well. Once we develop tank experimentals. It's something to consider. Ah, there we go. Alright. And get to the Aegean Sea. You guys get to Athens. Cool. I guess that's the railroad finishing. So yeah, these guys are all doing real well now. Yep. Hey, West Macedonia, how about one of those automobile and aeroplane factories? Good. This area's got a decent enough population. They can support electric gear, automobile, aeroplane, telephone. Ah, good. We can get some good healthcare going. There. We still have a lot of work to do here, and we need to get pensions up as well. Pensions will cost us an arm and a leg, I'm sure, but they are very good to get. There we are. There we are. That's alright. You know, could be worse. We don't have that many Greeks serving in the military, which is actually kind of a problem. You know? Good, we have bolt-action rifles. Should get Army NCO training ASAP, because there's morale plus 50%, organization plus 5 in there. That's... Before we go to war, we need to make sure we have that. But that combined with gas attack? Oh yeah, we're just gonna roll, man. Yeah, we will. Holy crap. I didn't really think too much about it, but yeah, we will roll. Alright, well... We still do not have tank exploits, or... tank experimentals, rather. Oh, minus 5% do not have the combustion... Oh, wait, we have the combustion engine, yeah. Yeah, okay, just checking. Just checking. Alright, yeah. I can't imagine as to why. This is taking so damn long. There's a 5% there because we need tank experimentals. But, you know. Dogma of violence. We're not going to ever get that. Dogma of violence. Oh no, that requires revolution. Counter-revolution? Yeah, it does. I thought that required mass politics. Actually, mass politics is a good thing to go for because you get the police state. Revolution, counter-revolution, though. Ugh. I just can't justify it. Because revolution and counter-revolution is just like... Yeah. Well, I guess it gives a secret police, but doesn't it also give you, one, terrorism, which doesn't matter, dogma, mass action, among other things. Nationalism, imperialism, you get separatism, which was bad enough. But this just gives a bunch of different rebel organizations. Oh no, another crisis in Aden. Failed to list international interest. We can maybe cook up a crisis here. It is within the realm of possibility. Okay. Let's go have a look at that Ottoman liberation movement. And, get rid of it. There. There. Nice and cool now. No problems. A crisis doesn't even matter to the Russian Empire here. Like, they don't care. Crises don't even matter. Like, it's normally -1 for active crisis. That Polish liberation movement, 1.2. Never goes below 100%. During an active crisis, doesn't matter. Doesn't go below 1%. Doesn't go below 100%. It's just that tense right now. Ah, good. We finally have armor. Armor isn't particularly good yet, with 16 attack, 6 defense. You know, infantry are 10-14. It isn't particularly good right now. We do need tank exploits to really make it have any real worth in building. Because that gets us, you know, 6 more points, 2 on the attack. Most importantly, 4 on the defense, which makes it equal to infantry. Until we discover bolt-action armament, anyway. But yeah, once you get heavy armament, that's when tanks start to matter a bit. But they're decent siege, so... You know... 1, 2, 3 more. Yeah. Turkish tanks on the flank, and Greek artillery in the back. There. Keeps with the theme of killing off other cultures. Don't you agree? Mm-hmm. Anyway. It is the eve of the Ottoman Empire's final days. I should probably start now, actually, if I wanted to, yeah. Yeah, I do. I want to acquire a valid casus belli. Wait. Are you allied with... What the fuck? You're allied with 3. Not 1, not 2, but 3 great powers. Although I'm particularly not worried about France's drunken monkery. We might just have to go the crisis route. But I can't crisis Konya. That has to be a war. That leaves me in a rather bad situation. Okay. Well, it's a puzzle I'll have to solve. I mean, let's go to war with France anyway, right? Actually, that might be the key. If I go to war directly with France, that calls the Ottomans into the conflict. The Ottomans get called into the conflict, and it should be Germany, England versus France and Russia. And I'm free to dismantle the Ottoman Empire here. I get Crete back, and I add some war goals in on the Ottoman Empire. Alright, I could totally do that. Yeah, that works. Alright, I think I've concocted a plan. So, thank you everybody for watching. As always, this has been your lovely, lovely host, Calvin, signing off.